Here are two options for your hip cars. Tabletop hip cars, you can be on your forearms. Sometimes I like this version, especially if you have a hard time not looking like this. If you want to stay in this rounded position, it might help with your hip cars, or tabletop straight arms. You are looking to not compensate with any other part of your body. Press the ground away, push evenly into both hands. Hip cars, pull your knee into flexion, squeeze your hip right here, open up as far as you can, abduction, internal rotation without moving the knee, spin around your hip bone, heel to the sky, and press back into extension. Keep your heel squeezed to your glute. Everyone has a tendency to do that, but you'll get more hamstring, more glute, squeeze up. Notice if you start to lower your back, keep yourself in neutral, squeeze. Bring your knee back to center and reverse the circle. Kick back, open external rotation, ankle to the floor, spin around the hip bone, come back to center. You can test to see if you are falling over by putting a block onto your back, or a block between you and the wall will help to make the sensation that is level 2 cars a little bit more aggressive. Know that you need to master tension on your own first before you start amping up the intensity, because if the block is between the wall is always stopping you from compensating, then you're never really learning how to not compensate on your own. The standing variation looks like this. I'm going to adjust my camera. See if you can still see me as I move back. Yeah, that'll do. Stand firmly. You can always hold on to something like a wall. Bring your knee all the way across the body. Build your knee up as high as you can get it. Bring it all the way up. Externally rotate. Rotate, spin around this femur head. It's a knee bone. Think of that ankle to the face. Open up, abduction. Notice my hip bones face forward. Freeze when you hit that natural stopping point. That's as far as I go. Internally rotate. Do not let your knee come forward. Rotate around the thigh bone. Kick back. Notice my knee drops at an angle as I squeeze back. That means I'm not jamming into my hip. And reverse. So from the side view, kick back, squeeze the heel to the glute, externally rotate, open into abduction, lift as high as you can go, back to center, externally rotate and down. I'll show that variation from this other side. Bring your knee all the way into adduction, add your leg back in. Externally rotate, ankle to the face, rotate around the thigh bone, open out. Notice nothing changes in my hip bones. Internally rotate, do not let your knee slide forward, and dropping at an angle as you reach back. If I kept going along this way, I probably am going to start spinal extending or spinal side bending in order to make it look more impressive. I want just hip feelings, no back feelings. Maintain your nice strong brace. Imagine the rest of your body full of tension and filled with cement.